Turner-Duran worked with us from the beginning, from the conception, all the way through to completion. And they did so by listening, by putting their own creative imagination and their talents with our dreams and with our visions, and enabled us to have this project that we have today. St. John Vianney worked closely with Jack Duran, one of the principals, as well as Greg Turner, and their entire staff was instrumental in helping us with this magnificent project that we have. On a project such as this, there are many moving parts, and it takes keen insight. And Jack was so helpful to us in pointing out what was needed to be done, and also in helping us to move away from things that would have taken us away from our vision. Admittedly, I'm prejudiced, but I am standing in the most magnificent church in all of Houston, and it is so because of the contributions of Turner-Duran and so many others. The central focus of the building is the sanctuary, and in the sanctuary we see the altar and the ambo and the furnishings, which are made from Jerusalem stone that was quarried just a few miles from the very site of where Jesus celebrated the Last Supper. That at the highest point within the sanctuary is a tabernacle, which houses the Blessed Sacrament, the Holy Eucharist, the body and blood of Christ. And that tabernacle, which is a unique piece of art, is also a Domus Dei, a house of God. And when you look at that tabernacle, you are able to distinguish that the cupola on top of the tabernacle represents and is modeled after the cupola of the church, which reminds all of us that we, when we gather here, are the house of God. On that tabernacle are two figures of Elijah and Moses, and that in the center is a brilliant cross of silver that again is a sign of the illumination, a reminder of the transfiguration, that as we gather here in this beautiful building, that God transforms us and transfigures us into something beautiful. Throughout the church are sacred images of the saints, that these are the men and women who have preceded us in ways of holiness, who continue to inspire us and intercede for us, and they help us in our journey to God. I've had the privilege of working with Greg Turner and Jack Duran on previous projects, and I promise you the next project, I'm giving them a call.